find my tool, and I'm going to put my screws in my normal container up there where I put everything that I take off and find to be able to put them back on. What kind of things do we find underneath? Oh, the edge is fairly clean. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. That's something I'll have to show you. Get those twisted up. Alright, so we do have a cap in there. This seems to be wired up to that switch, which is what I figured I would find in here. Now, that's the ground going out to the back. That's going to the jack. ROHS. Not sure what that is. But yep. So it's a little bit of a misdirection, I think, having that tag here that said USA made. It may have been assembled. Definitely not made. Pretty much all the parts on this thing are obviously Chinese. Now this caught my eye as soon as I opened it up. Try to flip it up. And if you can see this, see that? I think that's the screws coming through the back somehow from the claw. They broke through the cavity. So it's routed for humbucker, if you wanted to change stuff up in here. Other than that, it's fairly clean. There must be something. Oh yeah. There's a bit of a short here between these two. Anyway, that's what's underneath. Nothing obvious at the moment as to why it's not working. I have to check that. This side of the capacitor on the downside is soldered to this lug number 1 of the pot, and then the rest of the lead comes to lug number 2 of the second or the first tone control. I'll find out. Anyway, that's what's under there, and there's not a big surprise in any way, shape, or form that I can think of. Of course, you know I don't like those. I don't think I have one at the moment to replace it. So it will definitely need to be replaced. I'm going to need to take a look at the output jack. Now, let's do it now so that there's no misconceptions about what it really is and what I said it is, because I bet you this is also the Chinese version of a jack on this cup. Absolutely right. Switchcraft, or a copy of a switchcraft, this would come up into a shepherd's staff and curl this way, and this is definitely a Chinese part. So yes, maybe assembled in the United States, if that part's true, but not made. I suspect that every one of these components is Chinese. Every single one. Of course, that's how they can sell them for $200 and then reduce the price to $149 on a couple of days sale and still make some money off it. Alright, see if I can get that back down. I want to put a screw or two back in there. Hold that down, and I want to open up the back. The screws on the back cover are smaller than the ones that were on the front. This cover is just common single ply plastic. And as I thought, the screws are in very, very deep. The screws are, light in the way. The screws are in very, very deep, holding these very, very tight, and the block very much forward, thereby not allowing that whammy to work, which is okay by me. They may not have had to screw them in that far. And typically, you know, a newly manufactured guitar of Strat style, that's not the case. This is usually a choice or a preference made by people who use these. Yeah, very cheap Chinese metal block, very, very light one. White metal. Usually this is a preference, you know, that somebody makes. But usually they come somewhat in the center, and the whammy works a little bit, and then you can't tune it because they keep, every time you tune one string, all the other ones go out of tune. It's there is some bleeding coming out of this now on the edge. That's why I kept this. So I'm at a point where I am going to stop and think about the next steps of what I want to do with it. Okay, so I've opened up the pickguard again to take a look at what these pickups are, see if there was anything I could discern. And what I've discerned is that they're ceramic pickups of some kind, and they're so weak. They hardly have any pull on these pull pieces whatsoever. So these definitely have to go. That has to go. They have to go. Everything has to go. That's the way I want it. That's the way I'm going to have it. So I'm going to have to order some stuff. We have a package. This should be a part for the Oscar guitar, hopefully. And it is. Brand new Fender 5-way switch for the Oscar guitar. Need that. Nothing else inside. And we have a package. Some crumpled up paper. I'm not sure what it is. Amazon.ca. A gift for me. gift for me, from me to me. A gift, a gift, a gift. The best gifts are the ones you buy yourself, because it's exactly what you want. Let's see, let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Looky here. This is also for Oscar. It's got a bit of a shine to it. I saw this on Amazon and I thought I'm going to give it a try. And that's what that's for. If anything else, I've got the pick guard. I hope these pickups sound pretty good. I think that's 7.5, 5.2, 15 in the bridge. So this is going to be modified. This all has to be completely rewired. The plan is 3 volumes, no tone, push push to split, and a volume for the center at 250K just for that one alone. Big ceramic magnet on the back. Let's test it and see how strong it is. Oh, that's pretty good. Not so much in the back, in the front though. These are probably ceramic, not sure if they're potted. But this is going to be the face of Oscar. My Oscar Schmidt Surf Green.